Oh, that right there is part of what's been called in golf the magic bullet. And it's how you're going to save your back, your spine, and your joints to continue to play this great game. And in today's video, I'm going to explain it and show you how. Hey everybody, so what's been referred to as the magic bullet for golf is actually Eldora, and I won't get into the explanation or the translation from French, but what it is basically a decoaptation. So it's a decompression of your joints, and it's a so-called stretch that allows you to open up joints. And what we're going to go over today is how some 5 different ways to do it, and I'll even add a bonus here for your spine. Obviously the spine plays a big role in golf. So Eldora, just to give you a little background, it was developed by a genius osteopath, Dr. Voyer from France. And I was first introduced to it by a very, very good trainer, a very good friend of mine, Justin Price, who's out of Aspire, Charleston, in Charleston, South Carolina. Justin learned it from a genius trainer and health practitioner named Dan Hellman down in Fort Lauderdale at the Hellman Holistic Institute. Dan is one of the leading Eldora instructors, practitioners, amongst other things in the country. So I'll put all of their names and links down in the description below. Please check them out. It will do you a world of good to check out all those guys. But getting into Eldora, you put somewhat of your extremities or the opposing areas of the joint into activation, and it will slowly but surely move the joint apart. In particular, in your spine, you can move the vertebrae apart, let the disc take some pressure off the nerves, give the disc a little more fluid, in particular blood, get some flow through there, nutrients and so forth to the area. So it works wonders, in particular for golfers. Now, I'm going to give you, like I said, about 5 of them today with one little bonus. It is best if you do these, if you can do them before your round to loosen up the spine, that's great. And then you do them after the round so that you can eliminate all the tightness and get those joints open up again. It will save your back and your body, I promise you. That has been found to have phenomenal results. Golfers of all skill levels, all the way up to some of the top players in the world. So, very first one is called the Good Morning ELDOA. You will do this in the morning when you get up. You can even do it before you get out of bed in the morning. In fact, that's what's recommended. So here's how it works. You sit on the ground, or you'll be sitting in your bed. Your knees will be at about 90 degrees, about a foot apart. Put your hands on your knees. You're going to lift the crown of your head as high as you can, slightly tuck your chin. From there, what you're going to do is you're going to exhale as you slowly push your sacrum, which is down below your pelvis, and your L5 away. So you'd breathe out as you push that away, and then you would inhale as you came up, expanded your chest, and again, you're constantly pushing the crown of your head up. The second one you're going to do, you're going to go S1, L5, L4, L3. You're going to push that away. You're going to inhale and come up. So fast forward, you're going to do that all the way up your spine, moving each vertebrae back one at a time. And it should take you about 10 to 12 repetitions until you get to a point where you are full extension with your arms and your spine is fully curved. Okay? And then you again pull yourself up as you inhale, expand the chest, and reach the crown of the head up as the chin stays tucked. That is called the Good Morning ELDOA. And again, you'll do that. If you can do it in bed before your feet even hit the ground, that's the best. If you have to get out of bed and do it on your floor, that's just fine as well. All right, the second one, which is the everyday man's ELDOA. This is T6 and T7. So this works. T is your thoracic cavity or your mid-back. And this is the everyday man's ELDOA. This is for those who are constantly on their phones, constantly on a computer. You get rounded, you get shoulders, forward head posture. You get very kyphotic, meaning your upper back starts to curve forward. So what that is, you will sit with your feet crossed as such. Again, and always in every ELDOA, that your crown of your head is extended as your chin is tucked. So you'll do that. You'll sit nice and tall on your rear end, right on the bones of your rear end. And then you're going to bring your hands together in a praying position in front of you. Some of you do yoga, you'll understand this. And then as you extend your spine, you will lift your hands above your head and you will press them constantly up to the ceiling or as high as you can reach. And you will hold that, as you will all these ELDOA poses, for 60 seconds. As you get to 60 seconds, you will slowly come back to neutral and then go ahead and let yourself out. That's T6 and T7. T8 and 9, which is very good for golfers since you round out the upper back quite a bit as you perform your stroke. You will sit the same as you did in the Good Morning, with the exception your feet will be closer, about a fist width apart at your heels and a fist width apart at your knees. You also, again, raise the crown of your head, tuck the chin slightly. This time you're going to extend your arms in front of you, palms facing away, and then you're going to lift your arms and you're going to push them towards the ceiling or towards the sky as much as you can as you do the crown of your head, and you will again hold that for 60 seconds. At the end of that time, you can slowly relax and come out of the pose. The third one, or technically the fourth one, will be for your neck. This is C2, C3. So as you make your swing and you rotate the neck and the head rotate towards the target, that could put some pressure in your cervical spine. So this is C2, C3. You will lay on your back as such. All right. You will lift your knees to about 90 degrees as we are here. You will point your toes outwards and pull your toes back toward your ears. Okay? From here, you're going to point your palms away from you and push them away at the same time. So you're de-shrugging your shoulders. And then you're going to extend the crown of your head, slightly tuck your chin. And then you're going to lift your head until your jawline is parallel to the ground. Okay? Now, as you do that, you're pushing the crown away from you and you're pushing your cervical vertebrae back towards the wall. Okay, that will decompress that area. Okay, you'll do that again for 60 seconds. When you're done, slowly put one hand behind your head, the second hand behind your head, and then slowly lower it to the ground, then one leg, then the other. And then to get your neck accustomed to that position, just roll it left and right a couple times, and then that will open up your neck area. So, moving into your lower back, we get into L4, L5. Okay, this is where a lot of golfers seem to have issue. So you're going to sit very comfortably as such, as we did in the good morning. You're going to let your knees fall open and your heels will be in line with your sit bones, the bones in your rear end. You're going to pull your toes back towards your knees. You're going to sit up straight, pushing the crown of the head up, slightly tuck the chin. You're going to lift L4, which is just below your belt line, slightly towards the ceiling. You're going to push your palms away, arms extended, and you're going to lift them over your head, and you're going to stretch your arms and hands towards the ceiling, push as high as you can as you push your knees to the floor. And again, your toes are always being pulled back towards you. Okay? That's L4, L5, and just as with the others, as you get to 60 seconds, you can slowly come out and relax. Now, the last one, also very good for golfers, is L5, L1. This is your lumbar fifth vertebrae and your sacrum first vertebrae. So I'm going to come over here you need a wall for this where you have enough room that you can put your feet up the wall. So as I come in the dungeon, we call it here, over to this refrigerator, what you're going to want to do, you want to slide up. If this was your wall, you're going to slide up to where your hip is right up against the wall as such. You're going to lay down and you're going to turn to where you put your legs straight up the wall, just like this. Okay, that's the first part. Rear end is right up against the wall, feet and legs straight up the wall. You let your head sink to the ground, and if you need to, just let your spine sort of melt into the floor. Just let it relax. You can sit here for a minute or two, whatever it takes for your body to accept the position. Now, from here, you're going to lock out your knees. You're going to extend your legs as much as you can. You're going to pull your toes towards the floor, and then you're going to pinch your toes in towards the middle. You're going to reach the crown of your head away from the wall as you slightly tuck your chin, and you're going to look down below your knees, okay? You're going to extend your arms, hands above. You're going to pull them over your head as you push your heels up to the ceiling. So you're pushing in two directions, which will lift your pelvis slightly off the ground, and once you do that, you can relax to where your L4 and L5 will slowly come back to the ground as your feet are pushing towards the ceiling, your hands away from you, and that will open up the L4, L5, and S1 area. As you come out after 60 seconds, you slowly relax. And this is important, just as important as getting into it. When you come out, you want to roll your whole body to the side very gently. Okay? It's going to be in a new position, so to speak, and you don't want to agitate or aggravate anything. So, those are 5 Eldora plus a good morning. If you do those on a regular basis, the more you can do them, the better, because it decoaptation, meaning it pulls apart the joint, lets some fluid and nutrients in there and blood flow, and it will make a world of difference in your golf games. Give that a shot. Try that. Do it every day if you can, in particular after your round of golf, and your body and your game will thank you for it. Hey everybody, Pete here from The Golf Paradigm. Thanks for watching the video. You can check us out on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. And if you want to watch more videos or subscribe, you can do it right here.